On the piss.
And hello and welcome back to the Bloody Brilliant Beers podcast, brought to you by Bluebell.
That's Clutz, I'm Das, we are the Bloody Brilliant Beers. We started out reviewing craft beers on Facebook, and now we bring you the conversations that you'd more likely hear from the front bar at your local. And Clutzy, where are we, mate?
Well, for basically the third time this weekend, we're at the Caxton.
We are, yeah.
I haven't really left here.
No, we're also here Wednesday, Tuesday, so
Fuck.
just been settling in.
Yeah, we have been. Apologies for my hoarse voice. I'm just trying to embody the mascot for my football club, a galloper, which is a horse. That's it.
The other thing you probably need to apologise for, and funnily enough, it also embodies the mascot of your rugby club, is your horse Cock. Can you please say sorry for that?
No, I'll never apologise for that. It's out loud and proud. The lipstick will always be on show, and if you're going to find me for it, fuck off.
This is our On the Piss podcast, where basically we just have a beer, chat shit for about an hour, and talk a bit of shit as well. We're also joined by our good friend Donny Sports in the studio. He's not on the mic, but he's laying there just looking like a massive cuck with avocado seeds falling out his ass. So it's good to see him. But mate, how are you? How was your weekend?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Obviously, we went to the footy on Friday.
We should probably preface this as well. We're recording a little bit early because I'm heading on a holiday tomorrow. So we're recording on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's a good idea to do that.
But yeah, how was your weekend?
Honestly, my brain's a little bit mashed potatoes today. But Friday we did some stuff with Domino's, which you'll see soon. A lot of fun. Which then
ran into a lot of frothies too.
Ran into a lot of frothies in the city. Smashed a fair amount of schooners at the Grand Central Hotel, which is probably my second favourite pub in Brisbane.
Yep. Easily the best pub in the city.
One of
in the
great
actual
places.
CBD, I mean, not this whole city.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I still love how there's one part that you can actually look out into the train station.
Yeah.
I don't know why I love that so much.
It's weird.
I think it's cool.
Dude, it's cheap there.
Yeah, it's very cheap.
That's a tip for anyone in Brisbane. The Grand Central. Atmos is electric, cheap.
Mate, good luck getting a seat on a Friday.
Literally, we got in there at what, 3:30?
Yeah, probably.
Tough day, knocked off 3:30. You know.
Yeah, it was tough stuff.
Yeah. Started at 12, but
yeah. But no, it was a great day. Headed off to the footy with Bluebet that night, which was a lot of fun.
Also saw plenty of frothies in the car park.
Oh, heaps.
Yep.
Shit tons, actually, before and
Caxton,
after.
obviously.
Shout out to everyone we met. Great to see you all. But, Darcy, you had a bit of an interesting go in the corporate box.
I had more party pies than I've ever had in my entire life. And I experienced something I've never experienced in my life, ever.
Yeah.
I got to the point where, like, we had breakfast together on Friday. Then I didn't eat again. Neither did you, did you?
Neither until we got to the
footy
box,
and I was so hungry. And we had some like lamb chops, spring rolls, did a bit of a Ryan Franey, obviously not to that extent because otherwise there'd be a shortage in Queensland.
Yep.
But had a few spring rolls. There was like a tiny little curry dish thing. Had one of them.
Some prawns, really good.
Yeah, really good stuff. And then they brought out the party pies, and it was just game over for me. People are probably picturing the frozen party pies you get at the supermarket.
No, they're like gourmet chunky steak party pies.
And they've got like C's on top, like just phenomenal stuff. And I just blacked out and lost control of my own body. And I had that many party pies that it felt like they were gurgling up my esophagus and about to come out. And we're with our mate Snoozer, and he just kept force feeding me more and more pies. Yeah. And it literally got to the point where I had to stop drinking, have a water, and pretty much go home.
Yeah, it was fucked. I've never seen you like that before.
I was putting pies away in 2 bites. Like, obviously, party pies would just dip it in the sauce, 1 bite, and then straight down the gullet. It was disgraceful.
It was just great as well because you were chirping me so much about the consumption of beers throughout the day.
I didn't chirp. I chirped you once about it.
A few more times. You were just that blind you forgot.
Oh, no, that's a complete lie. It's not right because we only had 1 more beer together after that.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying earlier. You were chirping so much earlier.
You were G'ing up.
You kept saying to all your old workmates.
I said it once.
No. You just can't remember. Mate, you only just remembered the text message conversation that you had with the guy as you sent the text when we were together and his response.
After the chirp. So
yeah, a couple of times after the chirp. Well, you chirped a few times.
No, but obviously I'm forgetting some things, but it was after I chirped you. You're saying I don't remember the chirp, but you're using something that happened after as
you
a
remember
case
one
study.
chirp. You know what I mean? You remember one chirp.
There was
then you're a
only
little bit
one chirp.
inebriated. So
Yeah, look, it happens in the Caxton car
but
park
it does
sometimes.
happen. It does. But yeah, it was a great night. I ran into Matty Johns up at Lord of the Drinks. He sort of remembered who I was, and I said, "You're going to have absolutely no idea who I am, but I'm one of the blokes that you ran shape with upstairs." He's like, "Awesome." I have no recollection of what happened. That
I was about to
day.
say, did they erect that establishment in honour of Matty Johns, Lord of the Drinks?
Yeah,
Because
I think
he
so.
was fucking blind the day we
Mate,
saw him.
he was. Yeah, he had been at a lunch that day up here on Friday, so he was fucking getting into his work, but. Yeah,
What a pleasure.
He can't remember. He's like, I've heard so much about this running shape, and I have no idea what I did.
The king of shape.
Yeah, I just said, apparently I'm a good A defender, and I would not be able to defend outside a.
He held you in pretty good
the
stead
edge.
this season. Like, didn't make the GF, but
No.
you went well. Like,
Yeah, I probably only played a handful of games after that before my body gave away on me.
Yeah.
But did all right.
good win rate though.
Yeah, exactly. And we were one of the best defensive units, so that is saying something. I
Yeah,
passed my knowledge on. Saturday started off at the Gosca Tavern.
Yeah. Talk us through the Gosca Tavern.
The Gosca Tavern actually would be my second favourite pub in Brisbane.
Yeah.
It's where the MILF Hunter lives.
Yeah.
So, we're just starting to call it the GT, the Gosca Tavern. Had a lot of beers.
Lives on Gosca Street, I'm guessing.
Yeah, something
nice.
like that. Went to the GT, and sixth grade really got into their work. And it was sort of a somber occasion because we're all sitting there having a good time. And then there's not much said at one point, and someone goes, "Last night was weird." I was like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "We went together. This is the first Friday we haven't been together since football season started."
Yeah, right.
And I was like, "Oh, fuck.
Didn't even realise.
Actually, this
Yeah.
sucks."
Yeah.
So we've only got like a handful of times. Basically yesterday, like Saturday, and today would almost be our last times together as a unit for the year. We'll see each other throughout and have little parties and
You'll
catch
see,
ups.
yeah, but probably not the whole team.
But no, it won't be the
It's
whole
like one of
team.
those things, and obviously this isn't your like last game of footy, but you know, like how they say like, oh, one day was like the last day you ever did this, and then you
Yeah.
never did again. Like one day was the last day you kissed your dad on the lips, and then you never did it
Yeah.
again. I'm still waiting for that day to come. But
Yeah, same here.
I'm still waiting for that day to come where I kiss your dad on the lips for the last time as well.
Yeah. I don't think there'll ever be a day.
Shit, no.
But no, it was pretty sick. Sixth grade likes to really get into the party scene. There was a bloke who hadn't scored a try and he didn't want to do a nerdy run, so instead we shaved a
Coward.
cock into his chest.
Yeah.
So he had to walk around with a cock on his chest.
I'm trying to think if I'd rather that or a nudie run.
I'd probably do a nerdy run. Or actually,
see, the
I'd take
thing
the
with-
cock, but then you could just shave it off.
Exactly.
You know
That's what I
what
was
I
going to say. The cock is only bad for one day.
So-
And like, just keep your shirt on. I do it anyway.
I'm going to keep receipts on that because I feel like there needs to be more.
Oh, I agree.
And then one of the other fellas, shout out to him, Dunk. It's his first year back in God knows how long. I think he said 10 years. He's a father. He really got into his work and was one of the MVPs of the day yesterday.
Yep.
Alongside, of course, Nathan Shaw,
Always,
who's
yeah.
the Bender captain.
$1.01.
Yeah,
we
it was a
can-
great day.
Maybe we can put it out to the frothies to come up with a substitute for Clutzy just letting off a bit of steam there for not doing a nerdy run.
Yeah.
Like, you probably should just do it.
I
but,
don't
like,
think
you
there is
can't-
a substitute, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've never had to do one because I've scored a try every
Yeah,
season I've played.
prolific try scorer, obviously.
that's
Never
it.
had to do one. So
that's
it
it.
makes perfect sense.
But my last little thing from the weekend, Saturday we went down to watch third grade play.
Yeah.
Now, probably one of the most unique premierships.
Yeah.
I don't think anywhere else in the world there
Any
would be a
sport
team,
either.
any sport that has done this. If anyone out there can
Top it.
top it or do the equivalent, let us know, because they finished minor premiers in third grade. Now, good on them, boys. Good
Well
on
done,
them.
boys. Well done. Great season.
So they got that, and then they lost the first round of finals, which
Yep.
meant they had to play the next week, which they ended up drawing.
Yep.
Now, the rules are whoever finishes higher on the ladder, there's no extra time anymore because there was too many shared premierships.
Yep.
And I think
No one wants a shared premiership.
someone complained about that. So they were like, all right, we'll just go whoever finishes higher on the ladder.
Yep.
So we drew last week, finished higher on the ladder, through to the grand final.
Yep.
40 metres out, 5 metres in. Hayden Ryan, who possibly has the biggest cock at the club.
Yeah, speaking of horse cocks.
Yeah, he is the horse. cock we worship.
Yeah.
So he, it was basically, when you think about it, it's almost a 60-metre kick.
Yeah.
5 metres in, 40 metres out.
For a 60-metre cock.
Yeah, for a big cock. Yeah, essentially kick the length of your cock, Hayden, and you win a premiership. And he absolutely nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Hit it from the sideline.
Kick the distance of your cocks. Easy for some.
Yeah,
very hard
for others.
Yeah.
But it got it to 17 all. That was full time. And then we saw all the boys celebrating. We're like, holy fuck, it's the same rule. Last game of the day, plenty of daylight around. Could have played till whenever. There's full lights and everything.
Nah.
But shout out to the clubs, in particular Brothers and UQ, who I believe are the ones that shared a lot of premierships in the past in different grades.
This one's for you.
Who got that rule changed, and we ended up beating UQ. Yeah, so they won a premiership without winning a single finals game.
Which
is so fucked. So fucked. But rules are rules.
That's it.
And as Tommy Dangerfield, captain of the boys, said, the beers still taste as good.
I was going to say, do you think the fact that they didn't win any finals games had an impact on the amount of beers consumed afterwards?
Definitely not. I think being with the boys yesterday, it was hilarious because they just thought it was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
Like if shoe was on the other foot, you'd be devastated and pissed. But it is so funny that that's how it happens. And one of the alleged clubs that complained about the rules is the
most hated.
Got to bite them in the arse.
Oh, yeah, sure. I know what you mean, yeah.
But also on that, it gets very vocal supporting on the hill at Ballymore.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's just this grassy hill where you just get pissed.
Yep.
And
that's all it is.
You have each team on either side of the hill, you get a side each. And we were getting very vocal, so were UQ. A couple of blokes in particular from UQ, they're just giving us chat. I was throwing chat back at a few of them. And one bloke in his little red cap started throwing chat at me. He's like, oh, podcast man, you think you're fucking sick? And I fucking saw him hiding behind his mates. And when I'm about 8 black rats deep, there is no way that I'm not going to chirp back in an abusive manner.
Yeah.
And
I've seen you chirp back for far less. One black rat deep. Yeah.
No alcohol.
Yeah, sober.
Chirp,
yeah.
But yeah, fuck, I gave it to this poor bastard. And all his mates were laughing at him, and I saw them laughing at him. So then I just went at him even harder. And then I had all the boys fucking egging me on as well.
His mates laughing at him. That's like blood in the water.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Getting up, doing the fucking duck bill, being keep fucking quacking and chirping, you fucking cunt. Just really, really got into him. And then there was one bloke as well, who I ended up tagging on Instagram when I was here last night because he was just up abusing us the whole game. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? So I just tagged him and said, winners have parties.
Yeah.
So that was great. And then, we rocked up today in second grade, lost.
Oh, fuck. Oh, well.
That sucks. But
can't win them all.
Can't win them all. One from 2 is pretty good.
Great feat, even being in the grand final.
Yeah, exactly. So shout out to the boys.
How good's the weekend?
It's always good.
Righto, before we move into the next segment, bit of admin. As you know, if you've been listening, we're currently in the midst of a giveaway with our friends at Frey's Skin, for the caller of the week on the Monday show.
It's been fucking great.
It has been fucking great. As we covered off earlier, we're actually recording this episode a day early because I'm heading off, so we don't know who the winner is of Monday's show just yet. But tune into our Instagram this week.
Yep.
We'll put up a story with the winner. So make sure you get your calls in for next week. But if you also want to get around the boys, we fucking love them so much. 2 young blokes from down south having a crack.
Just doing the damn thing.
Doing the damn thing. Just 2 brothers. They're making skincare by tradies for tradies for blokes who have no fucking idea what they're doing. You can use the code BATTLER20 for 20% off at Frey's Skincare. So get around it. But the other piece of admin we have, Josh, is next Monday, the 4th of September, we're doing a little merch drop.
Oh, yes, we are. If you guys have been paying attention to clips or you watch this, recently we've both been wearing a yellow cap, much similar to our baggy green, but with the green writing instead of yellow.
Basically inversed.
Inversed. That's a great word.
When I say basically inversed, it's literally inversed.
It literally is.
Yeah.
And then we've also got a little jersey as well. It's not really supporter gear.
No, it's not
definitely
supporting it for
isn't.
anything in particular. Definitely not the Rugby World Cup. It's
just
green and
stuff
gold, though.
As you guys know, we are fucking useless at organising anything.
Yep.
So we finally organised this, and it
Yep.
just happens to turn up around this sort of time of year.
Yeah, so it's crazy how those sort of things happen. But
mental.
like all good jerseys, it's got a collar and it's got long sleeves. So Monday night, Monday night, the 4th of September. I don't know why I said Saturday.
Yep.
BloodyBrimBeers.shop. Tune in and get keen.
Clutzy,
I had a bit of a new segment that I wanted to bring onto the pod.
Okay.
The Court of Froth. We've
Yep.
sort of talked about it before, where basically we put things to the frothies and they can decide. Is this acceptable? Is it not? Should there be a punishment? Should people be reprimanded for it?
Yep.
Donnie's in the room. He could be an early judge for it as well. Picture this, all right? You've been going to the same barber for 10 years.
Oh, no.
10 years. Your friend asks you, who's your barber? Absolutely no problem sharing. Like, he's a great barber, great bloke. Get around him, support. You and your friend actually happened to book in one after each other because, not by chance, we were planning it because we were doing something on the day. You roll up to your barber, hey mate, how are you? Good. Yeah, what are you doing? Yep, same as last time. Boom. Yep, sweet. Sit down in the chair to wait for your mate to get his haircut. First time at your barber. What would you like, mate? Oh, just the exact same thing.
I said something similar. Oh, mate, I knew this was coming up as well.
Is it play on?
You know what? I don't know how to have conversations with barbers.
Yeah, dude.
The guy asked
especially
me,
new ones.
And Ryan's an absolute legend.
He is a legend.
He said, what do you usually go for? I said, mate, no idea. He's like, what do you want? I was like, something similar. I'm trying to go for a mullet vibe.
Yeah. And I'm not claiming to be the first person ever to get a mullet cut in, but like, come on, man.
But yeah, when
we were covering so much chat on Friday and we're together. People like, oh, you guys got matching fucking haircuts. Like, yeah, it's because he fucking asked for the same thing today.
Yeah, look, as I said, I don't think I asked for the same thing. I said something similar. I want a mullet. But that's all right.
Yeah, it is all right.
It's all right. I think it's cute, to be honest.
I think it's cute.
I think it's great.
As I said, I'm not like pretending to claim this haircut as the first person ever to get it, but I just thought it was funny. And
would you believe me if I said to you that I wasn't sure what we'd have to talk about on the pod, so maybe it was for content purposes?
No. Awfully convenient now, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame myself. I wouldn't trust myself either. Yeah, it's absolute bullshit, that. But no, like... It was so, because all I could think about was
I should have told you this before so you could have prepared like a defense case.
No, I like being blindsided. We did it to plenty of people on Friday. So
yeah, we did.
As Bundy said, like, it's hard to have a conversation with a barber.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how to approach it because when he's like, what do you usually get?
Dude, and that's
I
why
actually don't know.
That's why I like going to the same guy because I don't have to tell him what I get. I just go, I'm just the same as last time, please. He's like, yep, sweet. Sometimes when he's busy and I'm late, we don't even have the conversation. I just sit down, he starts cutting my hair, which is great. Awesome. Which is why when I go to a different barber when he's booked out or away or something, it's fucked. Yeah. Because I have the same problem.
It fucks you.
Yeah.
But no, I think like I'm also trying to discover what the perfect mullet look would be.
Yeah.
There's a bloke from footy, Stocksy, who I'd love to get the same mullet as him.
Great mullet. You got a lot of growing to go before that, sure.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the issue is that maybe I need to keep more length.
Yep.
And have it just out the back.
Yep.
And not cut in as much.
Yep.
Like yours.
I still don't think I can even pull mine off, but I just wanted it for my holiday, so I got it again.
That's fair.
But
that's fair.
Yeah, if the frothies are listening out there, we'll put up a poll about this. Is it play on to go with your mate?
Have you guys ever had a similar experience?
For the same fucking haircut.
Similar.
And if not the same. What's the punishment? And don't say the punishment is shave it off because that's fucking lame. He's not doing that, but there needs to be some sort of repercussion.
Maybe. I said similar. I just want everyone out there that's judging.
Him pleading his case.
Similar, not the same.
Josh, you're up for murder. I said I might kill someone.
I actually didn't know that it was the same thing until
you asked for it?
Walking away. When I said similar. And you know what? I'm not mad with it. I'm quite happy with it.
I think your hair actually looks really good, but yeah, it just made me laugh. It was quite funny.
Maybe I got it because I saw what the potential was when you got it.
Because you're like, my head's not fucked like that, cunts. Maybe I can actually pull this off.
Exactly. Maybe I've actually built for the mullet. But,
some can, some can't.
Yeah. But that's all right.
That's all right.
We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
I already know what the outcome's most likely going to be.
The thing I'm fearing for is when you return serve with this segment. So,
yeah.
Anyway, let us know what you think.
Fuck, I will plot this.
Yeah, I'm not scared then. We had a suggestion in the BBB Frothies Facebook group. If you're not in there, bloody good time to get in there. Search up BBB Frothies on Facebook from Tyler about some potential podcast ideas. And one that I quite liked was Florida Man.
Now, for those of you out there who don't know, Florida Man has been around for a while. There's a bit of history behind it. 2013 meme, where essentially people were just saying that blokes in Florida were fucked.
Yep.
Like, there's something about men in Florida and doing weird things. And it's not just an every now and then occurrence. It's every day there is something about the Florida Man.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit of digging beforehand just to see why.
Because the basic premise is if you type in any date, like Florida Man and any date, it comes up with outrageous headlines
really
for absolutely
weird
everything.
So it's got here an alleged prevalence of men performing irrational, maniacal, illogical, delusional, insane and absurd actions in the US state of Florida. And I wanted to know, like, why is everyone talking about this? Why is it so fucked? So I clicked on the wrong link because I'm really good at this.
That's why I'm not worried about you plotting your return serve with that last segment.
Here we go. Apparently there's 3 reasons why Florida is a joke. Comparatively high geriatric population. Stereotypically, it is a retirement destination.
Yep.
So I think what they're trying to get at is there's usually like a lot. It's a sleepier sort of place.
Yeah.
Even though it's also known for like partying.
Yeah. Okay.
There is a lot of
when shit
retired
happens,
people.
it's like everyone's talking about it.
Exactly. So essentially, Florida just sounds like a fucking whack job place.
Yep.
So you got old people and whack jobs, and combined, you know, there's going to be some absolute like head noise just being produced down there. So
what we've done is I've put our 2 birthdays into Google.
Yep.
Florida Man and then our birthdays. For the first time in my life ever, I got Clutzy's birthday right on the first go.
Thank you.
I don't know why I always say 17th, and I think it's because our mate Eden's born on the 17th. Josh is the 19th.
Eden's the 19th of May,
there
3 months after me.
How do I possibly get it wrong then? I don't know, but I always do. But today, first go. So Clutzy, the headline for the 19th of Feb reads, Florida man arrested for allegedly turning his apartment into an indoor shooting range.
Yeah. And you know what? Maybe I did do that.
Yeah.
Maybe not shooting a gun, but shooting something else.
Yeah,
that's another deadly weapon.
a little cap gun.
Yeah, like a little cap gun popping off.
Like party poppers.
Yeah. Boom.
On a birthday party. And the one I got for my birthday, Florida man known for Easter Bunny fight arrested after a hit and run.
Sorry, repeat that.
Florida man known for Easter Bunny fight arrested after hit and run. So some bloke's obviously punched on with an Easter Bunny.
Yeah, what's the go there?
Well, I'm going to guess without clicking on the actual link, he's punched on with someone dressed up as an Easter Bunny.
Which is crazy because that would have been a prior case for sure.
Yeah, that's
like a much long, because you're in January.
Yeah, so I think that what's happened is I see what
you
you're
know
saying.
what I mean?
Yes.
Like this guy would have popped up sometime around Easter as Florida man punches on with Easter Bunny.
And he's been done again in Jan for a hit and run, which is probably not that funny. But
imagine,
maybe he just ran away from the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, maybe he did. Maybe the Easter Bunny was taking some revenge.
Yeah,
getting in early, like when he least expects it, just like I will be. With my return serve.
Yeah.
But it's impressive. I wonder how many of them have popped up multiple times.
How many people have
like,
different headlines about it?
Yeah, that'd be
It got me thinking though, I reckon we could almost start our own version of Florida Man, and it's Caxton Man. And every time anyone who listens to this podcast, any frothy comes to the Caxton, we want to see a post in Frothies.
Yep.
That describes your night in a headline. Like mine could be...
It has to be... You have to put the date in it.
Yeah, Caxton Man goes home early after eating too many pies or something like that.
That'd be great. What would mine be? Oh, I had one actually last year during football season where I just regretted instantly coming. It was on a Friday and we rocked up after Friday night
It's me
footy,
every time.
and I had thongs on.
Not the Caxton. I mean, just coming.
Caxton Man breaks both pluggers in one stride due to sticky floors.
Disaster. There could be, now that I think back to all the nights we've had here, there'd be so many fucked ones.
There's
like Magic Round would be fucking.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Magic
Caxton
Round.
Man private shape session.
Be so good, but that'd be a great thing to start. So yeah, whenever you guys come, I reckon when you post it in the frothies, make sure you do
date it, yeah.
the date, like as part of your description.
Yep.
But I did a couple more dates, so I've actually just done Eden's there. Florida man arrested after falling asleep on sofa of home. Police say he burglarized.
Wait.
So imagine that.
You've robbed a joint.
You've robbed the joint, and then you fall asleep on the couch, and boom.
The police rock up.
The police are there. That's some real high level thinking there from that man. I've put in my misso's birthday. 4th of Feb, Florida man attacked sister, bit cop after someone touched his cigar. Now, I don't know about you, but there are some creatures that you see in the smokers of different venues and places.
Who probably would bite you.
If you touch their durry, they would hit you. Now, a cigar's a lot more expensive than a durry. So,
what do you reckon people are more feral over, durries or vapes?
I don't know.
I was running this morning, doing my training for the marathon where I'm going to, again, paste Clutzy in his eating challenge.
Yeah.
Running along the river and everyone's like, it was early Sunday morning, so everyone who's there is like up and about being active. Like this one girl had like puffer vest on, big sunnies, hat, AirPods in, on the phone to, I'm assuming one of her girlfriends, just going ballistic. Like dressed like she was ready for Fitspo, but then just jamming a vape in her mouth every 4 steps. I was like, holy shit.
Mate, it's ridiculous.
Sort it out.
Yeah, that is fun. I think
Caxton Man loves raspberry flavoured fucking water vapour. Don't we all, brother?
Fuck that. I've got a good one for Donnie, actually.
Yeah.
Caxton Man finger bangs.
Caxton Man arrested after avocado shortage in the restaurant. Oh, that one popped up every time he's in here. That's weird. Multiple offender.
But no, I reckon vapes are probably, even though I don't smoke either of them, I think vapes are a bit more, people aren't as protective.
Yeah, they tend to share around.
Can you just chuck it? And they'll have like a quick puff or whatever and give it back.
Yeah.
Whereas a durry, you're committing to giving away something that you're never getting back.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Oh, a couple more here. I've just put in the family birthdays from now. So dad's one. I like this one. Florida man arrested for having sex with miniature horse on multiple occasions.
Multiple occasions.
Yeah. Not once, but yeah, multiple occasions.
Why a miniature horse as well? Go the whole hog, bro.
Oh, well,
easy to reach, probably.
Depends on the size of the hog.
Yeah.
Not that
you wouldn't like. You might.
I'd just like to come out and say that none of us have ever fucked a horse.
Well, speak for yourself, Donnie.
No, she hasn't.
But yeah, maybe the miniature thing is like you can get away with a step ladder there instead of a fucking full 3 points of contact sort of operation.
Florida man says wind blew cocaine into his car.
Yeah, that does happen. Be careful out there, man.
That's on the same day, apparently. Mums, Florida man driving Google Street View car is arrested after leading police on a 100-mile-per-hour chase.
Interesting, boys.
What are you doing? Like, imagine
is there more to that?
Oh, yeah, there is. This actually happened this year.
I'd love to know why that was happening.
A Florida man named Coleman Ferguson was arrested on July 31st after he led the Middletown Police Department on a high-speed chase while driving a Google Street View car. According to a statement around 5 p.m. in the evening, the chief noticed a small car driving past other vehicles in front of a high school at more than 100 miles per hour. Identified it as a Google mapping and was able to catch up with the Florida man's car. Ferguson refused to stop and drove for several miles before losing control and getting stuck in a creek. He was then escorted out of the vehicle, identified by his Florida driver license, and taken into custody. So essentially this bloke, imagine that, you just can't be fucked doing your job, which is driving slowly past things.
Yeah.
Can you imagine seeing the Google Street View of that? Like, just be one hectic blurred vision. He's so fucked. Now there's one of just a creek. At least they got good detail vision of the creek.
Yeah, you do need that.
Google Street View, I think that's something we've got to look into more as well.
For sure.
There's some fucking funny ones out there. If you want us, hijacking this a little bit, but if there's any places that you want us to have a look out for Google Street View. Maybe we do.
Yeah. That'd be riveting podcast content.
Riveting stuff. Well, there's some funny shit.
No, there
you
is.
know what
Yeah,
I mean?
you just got to find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. If there's any frothies who, and you can backdate them. You can backdate headlines for Caxton Man. So like, if you've got a funny story from the Caco, put it up as a headline in the frothies. We can't wait to see it.
I agree. Just one more. My sister's birthday. This is probably my personal favourite. Naked Florida man with crossbow who claimed aliens were after him, shot by a deputy. That is crazy.
You get that.
Imagine running around naked with a crossbow.
Yeah.
It's like you're in fucking Skyrim and you've just been killed by a giant and lost all your armour.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Fuck, man. You didn't play many games.
No, I didn't, no.
I was locked away in a room by myself, by my own choosing. Just like to put that out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to mum and dad for being great parents.
Sponsors of this week's podcast,
Mum and
Clutzy's
dad.
parents. To finish off the show, everyone's favourite segment, we just had a bit of a fucking tangent in here with the Don.
Yeah.
Celebrity Cock-Off is back.
Yes, it is.
Probably our longest standing segment ever.
Yeah, it has. This is the 4th week in a row now.
Yeah.
If you actually enjoy Celebrity Cock-Off, let us know.
Yeah.
We certainly enjoy
We do.
the absolute dribble about
We love
it.
talking about cocks.
But yeah, we'd like some feedback on it.
For people who don't know, it's basically we blindside each other with a celebrity each and rank their dicks.
Yeah.
What we think their dicks would be.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily roasting each other for our picks. It's just
No,
a
no.
nice conversation
Like
about cock.
if you think the other person's got a better dick, then you just, you go with that.
That's it.
Who have you got this week, Josh?
I've got Sacha Baron Cohen.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, we've seen this one. Well,
Have we?
The censor that blurted out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do we assume that's real?
Possibly.
I think for the sake of this segment, yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
It's going to be an interesting matchup. I've got Donald Trump.
I, straight off the bat, reckon Donald would have the ugliest cock on earth.
Yeah.
It would be so fucked.
Do you reckon he's...
I literally just said that I wouldn't roast a choice, but I think Donald would have one of the worst cocks ever.
Do you reckon his pubes would match the, thinness of his hair on top?
Like scraggly?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Wiry.
Oh, dude, I just shivered a little bit.
Yeah, if you're thinking back to the Sacha Baron Cohen bit where he's got the a huge black blurred out thing over his dick, and then you're picturing what Donald Trump's black blurred out thing's going to be, you're probably siding with Sacha there, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
But as we know, size is not the only deciding factor.
No, it's not. Like, you got to see appearance and all that sort of shit as well.
You could argue that Donald Trump just flops his around and fucking, he's got a bit of pull in the world.
Yeah, but this is where I'm going to come from with this. Donald he didn't make his own wealth or anything like that.
Okay.
So you can't argue that he had such a big dick that he made his own wealth. He's actually had so many companies that have gone under.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's all his dad's wealth.
Okay.
And he's tried so much shit that's failed.
Yep.
Which, I don't know, to me, if you had a really good cock, you wouldn't let stuff fail.
We better not let this podcast fail.
Oh, dude, I'm already out there with saying that I'd be definitely the lowest rank on this thing. But, yeah, I don't know.
It's a cock of power, though. You can't deny that. He's got some weight to throw around.
Maybe.
Well, maybe not anymore. He's not the president anymore, is he?
Man, I think his wife's off him. His kids seem to be off him.
Yeah.
I don't know, if your wife's not pretty keen on you, surely you've done something.
Do you have any arguments for Sacha?
Oh, mate.
Where to begin?
He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that is
He's got
true.
Isla Fisher.
Yep.
And if
She
you've
is a
seen
smoke.
mate, if you've seen Wedding Crashers, you know how toey she can be
100%.
as a character. So
You can't tell me Sacha's not saying pretend to be the chick from
yeah,
Wedding Crashers.
exactly.
Occasionally.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Also, he's a Brothers Grimsby.
Yep.
That is one of my all-time favorite movies, even though it's probably not up there for anyone else.
Happy to wear a fucking mankini as well.
Yeah, exactly.
No one with a small dick's doing that.
No, definitely not. He's out loud and proud, and he's
Yeah.
happy with what he's got.
Yeah.
I also don't think he's necessarily got the shittest rig. He's
Yeah,
not
no.
built or anything like that.
No, but he's not yeah.
If he flopped it out, you'd probably be like, oh yeah, that's just a normal dude.
Yeah.
With a really nice dick.
Really, really nice dick, yeah. So I think it's obviously we're giving it to this week in Sacha, but where is he ranking in the overall standings?
Okay, well,
I'll pull out the standings just so you're aware. We've got
Straight off the bat.
number 1 is Thor.
Nah.
Number 2 is Sean Johnson.
Nah.
Number 3 is Chewbacca.
No.
Number 4 is Wayne Bennett.
Yeah, I'll tell you where my head's at. I'm wondering if I don't know if it's better than Wayne.
Yep.
He does have some comedy movies that stand up and are some of the greats.
Stand up to full attention.
Yeah, but Wayne has also been one of the most successful coaches of all time.
Yep.
Which means that he's got a bit of stature and power about him as well. I think he might slot in perfectly between Wayne and Tim.
Yeah, okay. I like that. So we're placing him at...
I feel that Tim's almost been harshed up. Oh, dude. You know what I mean? Like the tool, man.
I've also just realised we've only got 7 on our list. There should be 8. Who are we missing?
Hang on.
Thor, SJ, Chewy, Tim Allen.
That's 6.
Oh, it is 6. So,
So we're adding 7 and 8.
yeah. Sorry.
So I think Trump can automatically go below Pete.
Okay, there
I
you
think
go.
Trump's our worst cock.
Worst cock. Sorry, bruh.
Yeah. And then maybe Sacha Baron Cohen goes between Tim and Pete.
Yep.
Yeah? You happy with that?
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, okay,
Again,
cool.
there's nothing sad about being the bottom of this.
No,
ladder.
there isn't.
For all we know, these could be the 8 best cocks in the world.
Unless
and
you're
just
a man
number 8.
who looks like this.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find someone who ranks lower on the list than Donald Trump.
Yeah.
He could be sitting on the couch next to us. That's all we got time for this week. But thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the sports show with Donnie. It should be a cracker. We're about to record it now. And yeah, merch drop Monday.
Monday the 4th, baby.
Monday the 4th. Get keen. Bye.
All right, bye.